What is up, guys? It's the homie Bigg Vic. We back in here with another video. In today's video, we're going to drop every domicile that has an Amazon Relay box truck contract available. So if you're within an hour or two of these domiciles, maybe some of these contracts will interest you for your box truck business. But before we jump into that, I want to say this. Imagine going to a casino and putting all your chips on black at the roulette table, and your number does not hit and all your chips are gone. That's what a lot of carriers have done in terms of running Amazon Relay Freight. And so when Amazon comes around, they start doing changes and start shaking things up. A lot of carriers have been getting their accounts suspended. I mean, left and right. Since the last video, I've had at least 4 carriers that have had their Amazon Relay accounts terminated based on a lot of the new changes that Amazon Relay is doing. And some of the emails that they sent me were almost identical, as if AI is responding to why the accounts were suspended. I'm not sure, and I'm talking guys that have power units, not just box trucks. I know a guy that has about 7 power units that he ran exclusively with Relay, and that account has been suspended. And so a lot of guys have came in, literally quit their jobs and started their logistics businesses solely running with Amazon. But remember, you guys, several years ago, I've always said you have to keep other options open when deciding to run Amazon Relay's freight, because if that performance score gets jacked up, on top of your safety scores now, on top of other things that may happen with your company, Amazon is looking at those things and they're taking action right now. I thought it was going to be February 2026, but no, they've been taking action right now, and carriers have been disappearing from the Amazon Relay app. Had another carrier reach out to me and they picked up a load. I was told they picked up a load, and as they were en route, ROC reached out to them and told them that their account is suspended, to stop right there, and they will have someone come pick up the freight from off of their trucks. This is crazy work out here right now. Relay, if you guys are listening, I know a lot of changes are happening right now, but a lot of these carriers are reaching out to me. I'm not exactly sure what type of policies and procedures you guys are going through, but some of them haven't really gotten the full gist of what's happening to their accounts. Is just showing suspended, and they're really not getting like clear answers on why their accounts were suspended. Maybe if you guys put some type of additional email out there that carriers can respond to, and just get like some more documentation on why their accounts were suspended. Based on what I know so far, they haven't been getting clear answers. They've just been saying, hey, your accounts is suspended. There will be no further investigation. If you're now looking at running Amazon Relay, these are just some of the things that are going on within the Relay community. And I've heard it's also kind of big in groups. A lot of people that are in these box truck groups, they've been also getting, some of the same things have been happening to them as carriers with Relay. Let's jump into these contracts. Let's jump right into the contracts. Now, I put all the domiciles in here. So some of you guys asked me down below in the comment section, could I drop like Florida, some Florida domiciles? Whatever you see in this video today, this is all that is available in the Florida markets. All right, so as I scroll through, you should see Florida. All right, so let's jump right into it. First and foremost, we got Salt Lake City, Utah. As you can see, 1-week contract starting November 30th, couple weeks. They're at $871 a block. Ooh, I'm not sure what's going on in Utah right now, but that contract, a 13-hour solo contract, $871, I would take that with no questions, hands down. I'm not sure what mountains I'm gonna have to circle around, but for $871 a block, I'm running that. I'm running that for $871 plus the fuel surcharges. You guys keep asking me, like, what is the blocks? What do the blocks consist of? One block can consist of several routes. So you may have one pickup and 7 stops or 8 stops or 9 stops. It varies. It varies per market. Okay. And okay, so Salt Lake City, as you can see, 1 week contract, $871, November 30th, December 14th through the 20th. I don't know why that rate dropped during the 14th through the 20th, but it dropped down to $852. Not bad, but I think it should have still stayed around the same amount. All right, so Salt Lake City is booming. Maybe it's snow, I don't know. Boise, Idaho, $795 a block. I don't think that's bad. December 14th through the 20th, $778 a block. 2 week contract. That's almost 4 G's. Now, someone made a comment the other day on one of these videos, and they were saying that they could make $5,000 in 3 days, and that's with partials. That apparently is someone that has been rolling for a while, has several relationships, can call almost any broker and partial loads on their truck. Now, if you have a brand new authority, that's probably not going to be the case for you trying to partial loads, because the brokers are fickle. Now they want references. They want several, a year or 2 for some of them, depending on the broker, age of authority. A lot of factors come into play when partialing these loads out here. So keep that in mind when you hear someone say that they can make $5,000 in 3 days. Potentially, yes, that can happen if you are partialing loads and have a healthy authority, right, with some age on it. You guys ask me, what is age of authority? For you new guys, age of authority is a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, however long you've had your authority, right? Longer than the time that most brokers would like you to have it to work with them, all right, to be able to move these loads out here. So it's little quick education for you. All right, St. Louis, $759 a block, November 30th through the 13th. That's a 2 week contract. 5 blocks is a 5-day contract. That's 5 days. So that's 1 block a week. 5 blocks a week. All right, so 13-hour solo. How long is 13 hours? A 13-hour solo shift. That contract can run anywhere from 7, 8, 9, 10 hours from the time you pick it up. It varies. Every domicile, the times vary. It could be a shorter route. You could get out there to Amazon and they can say, hey, when you looked at your app, you originally probably had 5 stops. They may take 2 of those stops off when you get out there to the sort center. That happens. It happens a lot. It may not happen running your contract. Just giving you a heads up before you say yes to one of these contracts. Okay, Salt Lake City, Boise, Boston, Massachusetts. They're up to $727 a block right now. 2 week contract, $727. Ooh, that's good work right there. $727 a block. This is plus your fuel surcharges. Keep that in mind. All right. Let's go Cleveland, Ohio. $701 a block. $701 a block, December 14th through the 20th. 2 week contract right behind that one, December 7th through the 20th. $701 a block. So that's $7,000, 2 weeks plus your fuel surcharges. All right. Iowa again. Well, this is Iowa. Des Moines, Iowa. Des Moines, however you say it. Des Moines, Iowa. $701 a block. It's $3,500 for the week, plus fuel surcharges. Twinsburg, $701. San Diego, California, $698 a block. $698 a block, November 30th through the 6th, December 6th. So this is peak season contracts. $34.70, Des Moines, Iowa. Cleveland again. Okay, San Diego, $692 a block. Des Moines, Iowa again. San Diego, $646. Detroit, Michigan, $685 a block. November 30th through the 6th. These are 13-hour solo contracts. 13-hour solo contracts. Midwest, Chicago, Illinois. Right now you see $680 a block. December 14th through the 20th. Charlotte is sitting at $680 a block, 3,400. It should be more than that. December 7th through the 20th, a 2-week contract, $679. 14th through the 20th, a 1-week contract, $678 a block. San Diego again, Charlotte, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, $676 a block, $3,380. Milwaukee again, December 7th through the 20th, a 2-week contract, $675 a block. Charlotte again, November 30th through December 6th, $673. Let's see, Mobile, Alabama, $671 a block, November 30th through December 6th. Pittsburgh, PA, $668 a block, December 21st through the 27th. I think them guys grabbed all the 700 something blocks out of Pittsburgh. They snatching them blocks up right now. They're grabbing them. Because remember when I posted PA up here the other day, it was 700 something blocks. So those are obviously have been taken. Columbia, South Carolina, $667 a block, 1-week contract, November 30th through December 6th. Detroit again, $664 a block, 2-week contract. Boston, Mass, 5-week contract. Boston, Mass, $660 a block for a total of $16,500 for 5 weeks. That's running from November 30th through January 3rd. Okay, we got Pittsburgh, PA again. Let's go to something we haven't seen. Las Vegas, Nevada. Shout out to Las Vegas. Shout out to my buddy David out there. He running that market, Las Vegas market. $651 a block, $32.55 for the week. November 30th through December 6th. St. Louis again, $651 a block, Boston, Mass. Mobile, Alabama. I skipped over that. $650 a block. Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, $649 a block. Buffalo, New York, $648 a block for a 1 week, December 7th through the 13th. We got, who else we got? Pittsburgh, PA again. Cincinnati, Ohio, $641 a block. $641 a block in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's $3,200 for the week, plus fuel surcharges. Got Buffalo. BDL, Windsor Locks, Connecticut, $639 a block. That's $31.95 for the week. BDL again, $638. Let's go here. What we got? What we got up here? Windsor Locks, Raleigh, Las Vegas, Columbus, Ohio, $632 a block. Dover, Delaware, $631 a block. Milwaukee, Dover, Delaware, $631 a block. Twinsburg, $631. Minneapolis, Salt Lake City, Utah, $626 a block. That's December 21st through the 27th. We got Chattanooga, Tennessee, $625 a block. $625 a block. Ontario, California, $624 a block. December 14th through the 20th, 1 week. Kansas City, Kansas, $623 a block. 1 week contract, December 14th through the 20th. Pittsburgh, PA, $623. Jacksonville, Florida. We're getting into Florida right now. Jacksonville, Florida, $623 a block. Let's see. Memphis, Tennessee, $621 a block. December 14th through the 20th. It's 3,100 miles. Let me tell you something. You run that Memphis market, running one of these contracts, depending on the volume out there, they are going to run that truck. Just give you a heads up. You're fooling around in that Memphis, Tennessee market, they're going to run that truck. They're going to run you. All right, just giving you a heads up. Charlotte, 5 week, November 30th through January 3rd, $15,500. This should be more closer to $20,000 for 5 weeks. Just be honest with you. It should be closer to 20,000 running the Charlotte, North Carolina market. All right. So where did it go? It done slid. Let me see this. Let me slide this back. It slid back to the first one again. All right. So we got Carlisle, Harrisburg, PA, $5.95 a block. Richmond, Virginia, $5.95 a block. Ontario, California, again, 5-week contract, $14,875. Who else? Atlanta, ATL. Excuse me, Portland, Oregon. I almost jumped over that. $5.94 a block. $5.94 a block. Atlanta, $5.94 a block, December 21st through the 27th. I think those are going to go up. Honestly, a lot of these, if no one takes them, those rates should spike up. Just keeping it real with you. They should spike up if nobody touches them at those rates, especially during that December 21st through 27th. Ain't no telling. It may be snow. It may be, a lot of factors are going to determine these rates when it hits next month. November 23rd through December 6th, San Diego again, $5.94. Jacksonville again, $5.94 a block. Nashville, $5.93. Milwaukee, $5.93. Then we have, let me slide up here real quick. Charlotte again, Pittsburgh, Des Moines, Sacramento, California. I'm trying to scroll to the ones I haven't touched. Let's see here. San Antonio, Jacksonville again, Atlanta, Dover. San Antonio, Texas. You guys have been asking me about Texas, $5.78. If you don't see something close to your city, there isn't a contract available. San Antonio, Buffalo, New York again, Boise, Idaho. Atlanta, Oklahoma, Windsor Locks. All right. And you guys can kind of see some of the ones that I've already mentioned. Seattle, Washington, $5.62 a block, December 14th through the 27th. Seattle be having that snow out there too. They definitely have snow around there around that time. It might have some now, I'm not sure. Kansas City, Newark, New Jersey, $5.57. Chicago again, $5.56. Jacksonville, Florida, $5.54. St. Louis. All right, let's see what we got here. And as I go down, you see the rates steady dropping. It's steady dropping. Baltimore. Somebody asked me, say, you never showed Baltimore. Here you go. Baltimore, Maryland, December 7th through the 13th. $4.91 a block. Slide up here. Tulsa, Oklahoma, $5.09 a block. Denver, Colorado, $5.15 a block. San Antonio. Davenport, Florida. Guys asking me about Florida. Davenport, Florida, $5.18 a block, December 14th through the 20th. Who else we got? Richmond. Davenport, Florida again, $5.23, November 30th through the December 6th. Got Davenport again. Davenport again. Who else do we have? Davenport, Richmond. I'm trying to just call out the ones that I haven't called out. All right, let me scroll back down. My bad for scrolling super fast. Let me go to 5. Dallas. Y'all asked me about Dallas. Here you go. Dallas Fort Worth, November 30th through December 13th, 2-week contract. $445 a block. $445 a block. All right. Lubbock, Texas. Houston, Texas. $446 a block. 2-week contract. Lubbock, Texas. 2-week contract. $446 a block. Baltimore, Maryland. $447. Albuquerque, New Mexico. $447 a block. As you can see, the further I go down, the lower the rates go. 7. Baton Rouge. $405 a block. This is a 5-week contract. $405 a block from November 23rd through December 27th. $405 a block. Okay. And Austin, Texas. $410 a block. November 30th through December 6th. If you see something close to your city, hey, just shout it out. Shout it out. I think I touched on most of these. As you see, the rates are lower in these domiciles. December is Colorado again. All right, let me go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Nashville, Tennessee, $360 a block, December 28th through January 3rd. These are some of these are 8 hours, so you'll see the rate drop more. 8 hour, but this is 6 days. This is a 6-day block. 6 days. You got 6 days. Well, you got 6 blocks and you got 5 blocks. You see 6 blocks, that's 6 days. 5 blocks is 5 days. A block can consist of however many routes Amazon has for the volume that's needed to be moved for whichever route you're going on. Could be several stops. I've seen as many as 10 stops in Nashville, Tennessee. That's a lot of stops. I'm sorry. That's a lot of stops. The money has the money. The money got to add up for that amount of stops when you're taking one of these contracts, because you're going to be rolling. You are going to be rolling. Any one of these contracts you pick up, you're going to be rolling. If you're in an area with hills, mountains, you're going to be rolling. If you're in a market where it's just flat, maybe you should be fine. You should be fine. I prefer those markets where it's just flat, honestly. Not dealing with a lot of hills. Your truck not coughing, trying to get up some of the mountains. It will work that transmission. I'll tell you now, it will work it. Make sure your truck is is stable and in great condition when picking up these contracts. Please. Tucson, Arizona, $375 a block. Remember I told you the further we go down, they don't get better. You know, I pick highest to lowest. So as I go further, the rates get lower. And as you can see, a lot of these the dates are stretching out further too. December, towards going into January. So the rates are going to, start dropping. Now, mind you, these are early. These are earlier. So as it gets closer to these contracts needing to be picked up, if they're still sitting there, 9 times out of 10, the rates should potentially increase based on the volume that's needed to be moved. And a lot of times what also happens is if no one picks up these contracts, you may start seeing them spill over to the low board, right? If the contracts just sit there, spill over to the low board, and the rates would typically shoot up. You may also find them on the DAT low board if no one picks them up. All right, let me go over here to 8. Tampa. Y'all asked me about Florida. Here you go. Tampa, Florida. As you can see, $274. Matter of fact, right here, Tampa. Let's go up here. Tampa, Florida, November 30th through January 3rd. $284 a block. 5-week contract, $8,520. Not sure about that Tampa market, but That's not it. That number is definitely not it. You got a truck that's paid for, you could kind of make your own decision if that's gonna make sense for you. But running those, you running 6 blocks, and this is an 8-hour solo contract. 8 hours. So you may be out there 4 or 5 hours, depending on the volume that's needed to be moved. Is 284 gonna work for your business? Will it work for your business? Plus the fuel surcharges. Plus the fuel surcharges you'll get on top of the 284. All right. Tampa, Florida. Now you see why I rarely show what's going on in Florida when it comes to contracts, right? Okay, this is the reason. Miami. Here you go for you Miami guys. $309 a block. 13-hour solo contract, 5 blocks. Here you go. $309 a block. Miami. $312 a block. 13-hour solos. $1,500 for the week. $1,500 for the week. Plus fuel surcharges. All you Florida guys, here you go. Y'all been asking about Florida. Here you go. Here you go. Miami. $326. 5-week contract. $8,150. All right, so I'm gonna scroll up here. Y'all should have saw just about pretty much everything that's available. I've shown it. So let's go right here let's go to the last of the last. Las Vegas, November 23rd through the 29th. $166 a block. I shouldn't even be showing these rates right here, to be honest with you. Yeah. It's not it. This is not it. These rates, not it. Not it. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That's all the domiciles that have readily available contracts for you guys to book if you're interested in running any of these Amazon relay contracts. These are the available contracts. 8-hour and 13-hour solo short-term contracts. Are you running contracts or are you running off the load board this peak season? Drop it down below in the comment section. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs it up. It's Tommy Bigg Vic TV. Always hustle. Never stop growing. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's eat, baby.